Hi everyone, it's Kay and welcome to our special episode as we sit down with our client who recently gotten her PR approval. So in this segment, we will talk about our client's success story and our client will share their whole experience working with us and share with you some insight about successful PR application as well. So today we have Amy and it's good to see you again, Amy.
Hi,
and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, Amy, would you like to perhaps share with our viewer, about your background and how long you've been here and so on and so forth?
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm your not so regular Hong Konger because I have been here for 9 years. And finally, I've gotten my PR. Thanks for the help. I'm actually working in the media industry and the rest of my family is actually still in Hong Kong. So I'm a loner in Singapore.
Amy, I understand that you previously studied here before, right?
Yeah, after my master, after 1 year of working in Singapore.
Okay. Oh, was it a part-time study?
Yes, it was a 1.5 year part-time.
How was it?
It was fun. I met a lot of friends which I still keep in touch, and I think they are one of the major factors where I wanted to be here because they are from the industry that I'm interested in, and they also share a lot of opportunities with me as well.
Amy, if I remember correctly, you waited for 12 months before you finally getting that PR approval. Yeah, how was your waiting journey like?
It was actually a lot better than last 2 times because from what I remember, my very first time I got rejected in 6 months, and the second time was 9 months, and it was on my birthday that I received the letter. So after that 9-month mark, I do feel a little bit better. Like I know it's gonna come.
Wow.
It's just when is it? And I mean, I've done a lot more preparation with your help as well. So in a way that I've done enough. If I'm still not getting it, I mean, I'll just have to try again.
So you have more confidence compared with the first 2 attempts. Did you did it yourself? The first 2
I did
times?
it myself. It was extremely stressful.
How is it like? Yeah.
I literally took 1 week for each year that I have. I actually sit at home and like look through the printed copy, to do all the takes and then get at least 3 friends who are in like editing or like writing industry to help me look through all the information to make sure it was correct. And I still remember very clearly that during my own application, when I upload my PDF, all the sequence was haywire. It was from, I think the latest items become like at the bottom, and some numbers I couldn't insert, and like you're not supposed to put some punctuation, which I searched online, and a lot of people was facing that issue, and that really add on to my stress.
Wow. With our help, do you felt like it's
I didn't have to go through that whole process anymore, and like, to be honest, I didn't have to like check on the website on what errors or anything. I was working normally. I still remember the day that you guys told me, okay, let's submit it on this day. I will call you at whatever time. I was still at work. Like, it was just, okay, they just call me when things are done, when it is ready. I just need to stand by to do whatever I have to do. It was a whole different experience.
That's good to hear. Yeah, Amy, maybe we backtrack a little bit. Yeah, you said that you came here about 8 years ago, right?
Nine years.
Yeah. So how was it like when you first come to Singapore? Was it easy for you to adapt? I understand that you were in Australia previously?
Yes, actually before coming to Singapore, I was there since 18. So
18
I guess
years
you can guess my age already. I was in Australia for 8 years. So it was a very different thing for me. I mean, other than weather, language, going to the market, going to hawker center was quite difficult because, I mean, I can speak Chinese, but most of the people speak Hokkien. And sometimes the terms are being used are different. I just try to figure out things, then the queue behind you is gonna start like talking. But after all, I still enjoy my time here. That's why I decided to stay.
Okay. So, what do you say that is your biggest motivation to apply for permanent residency?
I think after living in Australia for 8 years, and then I make the shift here, I can see the difference in lifestyle or opportunities. Being in Singapore, it's definitely given me a lot more opportunities in terms of work or any other things in life. So I think to be honest, I believe I have a brighter future in Singapore in general.
It's more of career.
It's more suitable for me and also with my character as well.
So I think career progression is one of your biggest motivations. What about being close to family? It's closer, right?
Yeah, it's closer, but to be very honest, I think majority of the Hong Kong people, they tend to move out of Hong Kong. My families are scattered around, so it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, but being in Singapore is just more convenient, even though to travel anywhere else compared to Australia.
Sure.
Yeah.
Amy, you previously studied in Singapore before, right? So in your opinion, do you think that having studied in Singapore before helps in looking for an employment or maybe your PR?
I think that's a myth that I used to believe in, and everybody was asking me the same question, telling me the same thing. Then I realized actually that's not true, because I did talk to other people who have done other master. Actually, it didn't help them at all. And to be honest, after I tried twice, and this is my third time, it might have a bit of plus point, but I don't think it's a significant thing. And in terms of employment, I don't think so. But if you're talking about negotiating salary, maybe. But getting the job itself is another thing.
Oh, okay. So you said that the previous 2 times you did your own application, right? So why did you decide to look for a company to help you? And how did you find out about us again?
To be very honest, I was very skeptical about getting a PR, like an immigration agency to help me with the PR application. I came across your name because of a friend. My friend introduced your company to me, and he was telling me that I've known of this company through a work contact, and they have a lot of successful cases. So it might be worthwhile for me to talk to you guys. And to be honest, before any recommendation, I would never trust any company. Even though I were to see your website online, I will never trust it. Even though your cost was very transparent, I will never trust it. Because until today, I still regularly receive a lot of message on social media telling me about their service, asking me like, you want a PR and all that. Whatever they promise is just so unbelievable. It's too good to be true. Given in the media industry, I'm also very mindful of all these marketing gimmick. So yeah, unless it's a word of mouth for something so personal and important to me, I will not trust any company.
But you personally never experienced any horror story before,
No.
but it's just like hearsay.
I heard about other story. I mean, I had a friend, she's Indonesian Chinese. She, I think she paid 7K, and it was nothing.
I know which company.
I don't know, I didn't ask. I didn't bother to ask. I was like, the moment you tell me that it's an agency like that, I just label all agencies to be like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess now you know that we're different, I hope.
Yeah, I believe so. I hope so. I guess so.
And you said that, I think you just now you mentioned to me also that our pricing was quite
Transparent.
Yeah, transparent. That's also one of the reasons you choose us.
Actually, for that part, I mean, I did bring back to digest and to talk to some friends, even local friends. They was quite surprised with your pricing. They were, from what they heard, is that if you want to engage an agency, be it good or bad, it's going to cost you at least 10K. That's what they like for local people as well.
Yes, you're right, Amy. In fact, recently I have seen a quotation. The quotation was like 25,000 to apply for permanent residency, and I was very shocked. Yeah.
25,000.
Yeah, correct.
And they didn't exactly explain what they provided their client, is it?
No, not really.
Because for me, it was quite clear the first time that we met up. You gave me a bit of like a presentations, what to expect. So your quotations is actually all itemized, which is what I like, because I know what I'm expecting. And if there's anything that I wanted to know if you can do, I would have asked you myself. So I think that make life easier, especially for people who never expect what sort of service is actually from an immigration agency. Yeah.
So after you sign up with us, right, did you enjoy the whole process working with us?
Yeah, I think one very important thing is you sort of insist of your clients to come down to kind of go through the documents and other things that I need with you. I think, especially after pandemic, I appreciate that you didn't have to do it. And in fact, I believe a lot of companies, whatever industry they're in, they are trying to cut costs, cut time, spend with the clients, which I think that interaction is very important. And I think you find out more about me, about what I do, which probably help you with filling up that very, very long form, which I don't know what to choose at first, or like, they are just one size fit all drop-down list, which I wouldn't know what to do, which I didn't know what to do as well. And you guys helped me a lot with that, which reduced a lot of stress. Also, going through the document with me was very important.
Yeah.
And I think your emails and everything was very clear that what I need.
Yes.
And you guys will follow up very closely, what is missing and reminders and all that. I think sometimes the push factor is very important. In a way that you guys sort of push me a little bit to, get things prepared. So given it's my third time, I was a bit demotivated. I wasn't exactly very excited or very onto it. All the document was there, I know it's there somewhere, but I just didn't have the mood of, scanning it, making sure it's correct and all that. But you guys really push it. And I think the relationship that I like is you guys make me feel like we are like a partnership in a way.
Yeah.
It's more like, hey, remember you have to do this. Instead of, oh, you want to do, you don't want to do, never mind. I already get your money or whatever. It's just there.
Yeah.
But you guys really take the initiative to follow up with me, and also to, instead of me chasing all the time, I think it's
Yeah.
more like you guys chase me and you guys do the checking on me.
I think a lot of clients also commented that this is what they like about us the most. Like, we sometimes are more motivated to get their case out, Yeah, and then we're always chasing them. And also the onboarding call, because I don't think many companies are doing onboarding call. Maybe they just, send you a templated email and then you do your own thing. If you never revert, we will also not, take any action or chasing the client. Yeah.
Yeah, I think given that call, I sort of know what I need to prepare for you.
Yes.
And like I mentioned that my first 2 times it was extremely stressful doing all the drop down list. And given my position in the company isn't even on the list, it was like, what am I doing?
Yes.
Yeah, but
you have to select the closest
yeah,
one.
which I will not be very experienced with it. What I think it is might not be what it is for the government, and I think that's the part where your professional experience and expertise comes in. It's choosing the right thing for the best result.
Yeah. And Amy, now that you have gotten your PR approved, so what's next for you? What's your next goal?
I would say definitely citizenship, but before that, I probably need to, build up my CPF and everything. That was one of the very big motivations for me to be a Singaporean, because I believe in that CPF system. And given that I already 10 years late compared to the normal Singaporean, so a lot of these common things for Singaporean is actually new to me. So I'm still in the process of getting used to it, changing everything to my NRIC. I just came from the bank, I waited 1.5 hours just to change that, and there's only one bank. So there's a long list of things that I realized that I need to do, but I only realize it until I have to do it. Sometimes a bit last minute and late. Yeah, one step at a time, but citizenship is definitely the goal.
Well, it's good to hear that you actually want to get Singapore passport too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want some tips, after 2 years becoming a PR, you can actually apply for citizenship. Just continue doing what you have been doing, all those volunteering works and donation. Try to continuously build out your profile, and then I think that with our help,
Yeah, actually, there's something new I learned like this moment, because I didn't know that it was just 2 years I can consider. I thought you take 5 years or longer.
you can do it at 2 years.
So with this conversation, I learned something new today. Yeah.
Okay, you know who to find.
Yeah, of course.
And lastly, Amy, would you like to give a piece of advice to our viewers who may be thinking of applying for PR this year or next year?
I think for me, the main key takeaways, I wouldn't say it's advice, is if you have someone to help you, can go through with you, rely on them. Because it's going to be a great emotional support. Just by filling up the application, going through all the details, it's going to drive you crazy. That peace of mind is very important to have someone by your side, be it a friend, be it, an agency. It's just going to make a lot of difference. And another practical advice I think probably will be, do you listen to the advice that is given by anybody, especially if you have an agent? Because I nearly missed out 2 original documents that are supposed to bring down to ICA. Without the reminder, I wouldn't remember it, and I probably wouldn't be able to complete the whole process, because I actually had to last minute to get my family to ship the 2 documents to me from Hong Kong. So it was very important. If not, I wouldn't be on this chair.
Yeah.
This is the evidence of me being PR, and I do hope anyone who wanted to be a PR to have a chance to be, here at where I am, and to enjoy this success of getting a PR.
Oh, thank you so much, Amy. And really, thank you so much for making time to come down to our office. We have a lot of successful cases from time to time, but not everyone is, brave enough to sit down here and do the sharing. Maybe they're a bit shy. And once again, congratulations, Amy.
Thank you so much.
And that's all for today's episode. If you find Amy's story is inspiring, and if you find the video is useful, remember to click like and share, and do subscribe to our channel so you will not miss out on our weekly new content. And we'll see you next week. Bye!